Well, hello everyone. My name is Apras, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Groom Your Skills with Apras. And in my last video, I did talked about interview and candidates preparation. This is the third video in the same series. And as I said earlier in my previous video, that there are few frequently asked questions during the time of the interview on which I'll be preparing this video. Now, in my earlier video, I just spoke about one thing, which was tell me something about yourself or introducing yourself. And I hope by now, majority of you already know how to go about it. Now, there are a few questions that I will be going ahead and, talking about. And as I said, after a lot of research, I have jotted out these questions, and these questions are very, very important, specifically if in case you are a fresher and you're about to appear for the interview, whether it's an online interview or whether it's an offline interview. So one of the questions which are majorly asked, and yes, by the way, if in case you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe it, like and share if you like it, okay? So let me get back to the frequently asked question. And the first question which is majorly asked is, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Okay, now this question often comes up over and over again. After considering a lot many facts, I have came up with a few answers that you could possibly give, uh, specifically when you talk about your strength. Now you could have many strengths, like you are a proactive person, you are self-driven and self-motivated person, you do not need any other person to motivate yourself. But yeah, these all are correct. But there's something that you can always say, and there is nothing wrong about it, is, and first of all, why they wanted to know is, know your strength is, they wanted to know how positive you think about yourself. Now that's very important. All right, so what you can say is something like, sir, I believe in planning and execution. I take time to plan and then execute thing. Now, when you say this, you can always back it up with the help of an example. Like you can say something like, even in my college, I used to plan my week ahead because of the project submissions, which I have to do in time. So whenever you talk about your strength, please, please, please back it up with an example so that the HR will be fully convinced. Talking about your weaknesses, now don't say something like, sir, I get angry very easily, I trust people very easily. Now these are very lame. Okay, when you talk about your weakness, you can say something which is a weakness for you, but it is a benefit for the employee, for the employer, or for the people who are hiring you. Okay, you can say something like, sir, I get carried away by work easily at times. For example, you can say, I'm sort of way too detailed oriented, and I try to accomplish everything in a go. And at times I realize that, I'm losing my time. Now, whether you are a programmer, or whether you're working on some program, or whether you're working on some project, whether you are an MBA or you are a BTech or MTech student. Now, let's say you can say something like, if in case I'm working on a program, or I'm making a software, let's say if I'm doing a coding, I get, at times I focus a lot on details, and without even realizing that, at times I'm losing my time. So these are the things that you can say in your weakness. One of the questions that is very often asked is, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Or what are your short terms and long term goals? Okay, now this question is very important, guys. What they wanted to know is how consistent you are. This is what exactly they wanted to know. So you can answer something like, sir, 5 years is a big time, but yeah, 5 years from now, first of all, I would like to learn and share a lot many things from my team members, from my colleagues, from my manager or my senior manager. But again, if I talk about like 5 years from now, I would like to see somewhere myself somewhere in the management position. Now, until then, I just wanted to gain some practical experience and grow, and eventually a manager. Don't just say straightforwardly, I wanted to see myself as a manager. Okay, so whatever you're saying, you need to explain that, and then you have to say it. Another question that generally comes up, what do you know about our company, guys? Now, this is something that you really need to work on. Let's say if you're giving the interview for ICICI Bank, or let's say if in case you're giving an interview to PNG. All right. Now, what you need to do is you need to tell them, okay, you need to tell them what you've read. Okay, so whenever your interview is, just one day before that or maybe 2 days prior to that, read about the company, get to know the company. When was the company established? Where is the headquarters? What is the annual turnover? How many employees? What is their product line? How many products do they have? And which countries do they serve? So all these kind of questions, just do some research, R&D about the company, and then you can tell them what do you know about their company. Okay, there's one question that generally comes up many times: how well do you handle a change? Now, when a question like this comes up, how well do you handle a change? What they're talking about is they're talking about managerial position changes. They're talking about incentive model changes. They're talking about salary structure changes. They might want to take about job location changes or a project wave functions. All right. Let's say they're hiring you for Delhi. Okay. And all of a sudden they say, we did hire you for Delhi, but now your work location is Visakhapatnam, right? Now, what are you going to do? How well do you handle a change? Now, to answer this question, you first of all need to assure them, all right, that you are a flexible person with proactive approach, okay? So when you tell them that, sir, I'm a flexible person, and managerial position changes, or whether it's an incentive model changes, salary structure changes, or job location changes, it hardly matters for me, because as of now, I'm in a learning curve, okay? I'm learning something, and this is my priority right now. My job location changing, or my incentive model changes, or my managerial position changes, that's not my priority. My priority is to learn and to grow. Now, that is what exactly you need to focus on all the time, and that's how you will answer this question. Okay, how well, there's another question that comes up, is how well do you work under pressure? Don't just say, sir, I'm Virat Kohli and I work immensely beautiful, wonderful under pressure. Okay, so don't say that. How well do you work under pressure? Now, to answer this question is very basic, very simple. You can say something like, sir, definitely working under pressure or without pressure works the same for me. Okay, now, to back it up with the help of an example, what you can do is that, sir, I want to tell you something from my college. That there was a project which was given to me in my college, which has a 10-day project, which I was supposed to complete in 4 days. Now, what we did is we prioritized everything in a very organized manner. We worked late nights, and we were finally able to do that. So yes, I can say that I can work well under pressure. So working under pressure, without pressure, works the same for me. Another question which is generally asked is specifically if you're being hired for a leading role, for a place wherein you need to take a lead, or a managerial role. How do you make important decisions? How do you make important decisions, especially for the managerial positions? Now, to answer this question, it's again very simple. Sir, handling a decision is a little difficult because I rely on my work experience. I rely on my experience. I look for the pros and the cons. Also take advice from my team members that will help me in taking the decision. And I also look at the consequences of the decision. What will be the end results of the decision? And that's how I make the important decisions. So getting my point, guys? So that's how you make some important decisions. A question which is asked generally during the end of the interview is, what are your salary expectations? Okay. Whenever the question like this comes up, don't be silent. Don't say nothing exactly, sir, I'm not sure, whatever you think. Don't say that. Okay. Don't give the exact figure like, sir, 20,000, 25,000, or 30,000, 35,000. You don't have to say that. And of course, never negotiate until and unless you don't have an offer. Your response should be, sir, as per the company norms or as per the job description. Now, even after saying that, if HR still insists that, no, but we still wanted to know from you, what do you expect? So what you need to do is you need to ask the interviewer, sir, according to you, what do you think a person like me deserve? With the qualification that I have and with the experience that I have, what do you think I deserve? So in that way, you will be placing the ball in his court again. Okay, so you can answer it like that. A question that generally comes up, and the most important and the last question here, why should I hire you? Why should I hire you? Uh, okay, now there are few things which you can do in order to answer this question. Number one, make a list of job required requirements. What are the requirements of the job? So write down, make a list of that. Second, number two, connect all the requirement that matches your strengths. Okay. Number three, list all the benefits you can bring to the organization from your strengths. So you need to list all those benefits that you can bring to the organization from the strengths that you have. And after that, create a written value added proposition pitch, script and memorize your pitch. You can memorize it. A compelling story, you can do that, okay? So you can say something like, the reason why you should hire me, sir, is because I'm a lifelong learner. I have learning agility, and I take what I have learned in the past and translate that learning into new situations. I believe that a person who is flexible, open-minded, and interested in learning is far better than a person who is determined to keep doing it the old-fashioned way. Because of that, I've been an asset to every employer I've ever had, because I'm accountable for the results. I say what I do, and I do what I say always. And that would make me an even greater asset to you. I'm a person of execution of things and getting the things faster than most. My mantra is speed leads to business results. I am dependable, reliable, and accountable for getting things done. I am also big on empowering people, on delegation of authority, because I believe that drives individual accountability, it grows people, and ultimately leads to better decision. Okay. Now, if you need that script, I can post it on the YouTube as well. I can post it on the comment. If you need that script, definitely I can give it to you. No problem. You can always reach me on my YouTube channel. You can always reach me on my WhatsApp or on my Instagram. My Instagram is appras_Villies. That's APPRAS_VILIES. You can reach me there as well. I will be more than happy to help you. Okay. Now, and of course, at times the HR asks you a very simple question: why should I hire you over the others? You know what? There are 20 other people or 40 other people who have the same qualification, who have the same, skill set which you have. But then why should I hire you? Your answer should be very short and to the point. Sir, I'm not doubting on anyone else's capacity or capability, but I can guarantee you that if there is a task which is assigned to me, I will 100% definitely do it. All right, everyone. So please tell me, how did you like this video? If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe as much as possible. And of course, comment me the questions which you think that you've been asked these questions and nobody is able to tell you the answer. Google is not able to help you with those answers. Please do comment that questions, and I'll be more than happy to give you the answer on the same. Until then, take care. Enjoy your rest of the day. Bye-bye. Please, please, please share and subscribe to the channel. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.